Great day to black women and women comic geeks only. This is your friendly neighborhood black comic feminist, Star Dancer Supreme. Welcome to my haul. My haul for today comes from Unknown Comics. Now, Unknown Comics is a great place to get variants and exclusives that the other comic companies might not have. That's the place where, if you are a huge fan of David Nakayama, DNA, all of his variants are pretty much sold there, as opposed to you having to fight other folks at your comic shops to get some of his exclusives. So if you ever wanted to get your hands on your favorite David Nakayama cover, Unknown Comics is definitely the source. And it is just like, excuse me, fighting, which means they were packed real well. And the box was not abused unduly, so I should have no issues here. UnknownComics.com is the bomb for exclusives. And you can also get Tyler Kirkham exclusives. I got all my battle damaged ones from there. My battle damaged covers and whatnot. So yeah. And these are pretty much, I believe these are all variants. Yes, they are. This particular haul was part of their warehouse sale. Now, be forewarned that anything you order from Unknown Comics, you're going to be waiting at least a month for shipping. I bought these comics in April. Yeah, April. And it's now mid-May, and I just got them today. So, this is for the patient people who get good comics, great deals. You just have to wait a little bit for them to be able to ship it to you. But I'm patient. I am nothing if not patient. So that's the only caveat that I would give for those folks who, who have to have what they want right now. You're not going to get that from Unknown Comics. So just save yourself the stress and the bother. This is one of those order and forget until it shows up at your door, until they give you the email notification that they've shipped your stuff. So yeah. This, okay, is my Unknown Comics haul. Okay, and, oh, wait a minute. Did that get inside there? I'll handle that while y'all watching. I'm looking, I'm like, what is that? Okay, because of course they already come bagged and boarded, and you see they got that tape on there. So that's the first thing I do, is remove the tape, because I think I should still be able to keep them in this bag and board, because I still have to order some more bags and boards, because now they've gotten real pricey. And who knew that bags and boards were made in China? So yeah. If you're trying to keep your comic book collection orderly, it's going to be a little tough. So I'm just going to rearrange these a little bit, because there's a mix of certain ones. Okay. That goes there. And I swear, these are beautiful, especially for variants. Because Unknown, you don't go to Unknown for cover A's, honey. These are like B's, C's, D's. Maybe a couple of, what is it? Darn menopause brain. The retail exclusives. The 1 in 25s, 1 in 100s, 1 in 10s. This is a good place to get them. So I'm trying to get myself together here because these are mostly Marvels, because I am a Marvel girl. And let's see, that's 2, 4. Okay, because I'm trying to put them in order, so that way. I'm glad I looked at that, because I almost bought the same comic twice, which is what tends to happen sometimes if I'm not paying attention. And then, of course, I order it across I have 3 different online comic sources, plus my new LCS. So, yeah, I have to watch that I don't, buy the same comic twice, unless it's a different cover. So, let's see. These look like these are all Marvels and one Boom. So, yeah. Let me do that 1, 2. All right. 5. That's 2, 4, 5. Okay. All right. Normally, I would do that before I turn on the video, but I guess it's not that many, so you guys can see. I can sort it real quick. Because again, like I said, these are all Marvels and one Boom comics. So, we're going to get started. All right. And let me put this here as a reference, so I know what I'm talking about. Because that's one thing that I really like, is that their invoices are detailed. So you know exactly what you're getting. So the first one up, of course, X-Men 18. X-Men number 18. This is, of course, the Miguel Mercado exclusive Vogue variant. And, of course, my girl, Aurora Monroe. The Goddess Storm, the Hadari Yao. And I'm pretty sure I already have X-Men 18 and a B cover. So this one will go with Storm's comics, because I have a whole... Storm has her own box. So any covers with her on it exclusively, regardless of what comic it is, it goes in her box. Because I'm pretty sure I have an X-Men 18 already. So that's what there. And this is nice. That's a nice cover. Like I said, I need, in my next house, I'm going to have a comics room where I can just put all of my favorite covers on the wall and rotate them between artists. It'd be like, this month's artist is such and such, and see up there. Because, the first one's going to be a Peach Momoko artist wall. Okay. Alrighty. The next one up. X-Men 25. X-Men 25, and this is a Peach Momoko design variant. See, talked her right on up. This is a Peach Momoko design variant. Wait. Okay. Am I sure that is? Because this is not her that's not her signature that she usually has on hers. But that's what they say it is. So if this is a Peach Momoko variant, and I don't have an X-Men 25 already, okay, but they'll still probably go in her box. But I'm sitting there going, whose signature is that? But that's what they said this is. Okay, so this is, of course, Shadowcat's design when she went all Dark Ninja on us. I kind of wish that they probably hadn't gone that route for her. I mean, I understand why she did what she did, but that's kind of cool. But she's coming back to being Kitty again. So, yeah. All right. Legion of X, number 1. Because I've had a hard time chasing this one. And this is the Quinn teaser variant. Okay. And like I said, I have like Legion of X, probably like 4 to 3 to 2 to 5. However long this went. But I never got my hands on number 1 until now. So yeah, patience is a virtue. All right. And this, of course, this is X-Core #1. Schmidt variant. I really wish that they either gave this comic a proper closing or continued. But then again, it might not be continuing because, of course, this comic features my absolute favorite mutant, Monet St. Croix. Monet Therese Maria St. Croix. I probably butchered her name, which is terrible for her to be my absolute favorite. But yes, this is M/Penance. So this is the only reason why I collected this book, because she was in it. Yeah. My girl was in it, so that's the only reason why I got it. So yeah, this is X-Core #1 variant. Okay. This one. This is Storm #2, Nathan Zerdy. He's a pretty popular artist too, and some of his covers are fire as well. But he's not one of my favorites. But this picture of Storm there, that's going, of course, going in her box. That's awesome. And hey, $3. And I know this is not a $3 book. But let me just check. See, that's what I'd be doing. Just take the tape off altogether because I don't want it to snag my comic. Yeah, well, slightly below cover. This is $3.99 cover. But they generally don't sell the variants for their cover price. So that was a Nathan Zerdy cover. All right. This one here is Excalibur #14. This fills in a little hole in my X of Swords collection. Because, of course, you know, I get all the crossovers and everything. So this is Lucas Wernick, an exclusive variant. And I love Lucas Wernick and his artwork. And I'm so glad that he took a very short break in the Storm books. Because those guest artists don't hold a candle to Lucas Wernick. So yeah, he's one of my faves. So this is Excalibur 14 in the X of Swords crossover. And that was part 15 of 22. So this fills like one of the holes that I have in there. Because they have their own box too. All of the X crossovers in the Age of Krakoa have their own box. All right. This one is Strange Academy Finals #4. And this is a Gleason variant. This is a 1 in 25 cover. So, in case you don't know what the 1 in whatever number means, that means that the comic shops would have to buy 25 copies of cover A to get one of these exclusive covers. So that's why they charge a little bit more for these in the store. They have the 1 in 10, 1 in 100, 1 in 15. And this one is 1 in 25. So, yeah. The lower the number, the more expensive the comic tends to be. They will usually not being sold for cover price. These will probably end up being like $12 to $14 right off bat. Just because it's a retail exclusive. And stores have to order so many of the cover A comics to get one of these. Just get one. So they had to order 25 of these just to get one of this cover. So that's why they're charging you more for those, in case you didn't know. Just to let you know. Okay, this one is X-Men #2. With another favorite artist of mine, Torrin Clark. So yeah, I'm going to have to actually start my artist series because I can't say enough about Torrin Clark either. Because he is an excellent artist. So this is the variant. X-Men #2, the current X-Men series. Because you got Temper, Juggernaut, Magneto, Kid Omega, Magic, Beast. Okay, Psylocke is not on this cover. And of course, Scott. Scott was right. But let's see. Psylocke is not on this cover. But I guess they saved there to have her on her own cover because folks love Psylocke. Maybe not the real Psylocke, which is Quanin, and I have to find out if that's the proper way to pronounce her name. And most of them kind of sexualized the Betsy Braddock version, but she was in Quanin's body. So that's a whole can of worms. Okay. All right. This one is Uncanny X-Men, the new series. This is the Linnell Yu variant. Okay. And of course it has our new team of Uncanny X-Men in Louisiana. And like I said, these are really cute because, like I said, it was really hard for me to get cover A's in the After the Ashes X-Men series. But I was able to get the variants for a very nice price. Undercover. Yeah, because let's see. How much did I pay for this? I paid $3 for this. This is a $6 comic. So yeah, when Midtown and Unknown run their sales, oh, I get them. All right. So next one up for this. Okay, this was another lovely cover. Okay, this is Fall of the House of X, #1. This is the Russell Dodderman variant. We got Jean and Storm, the two goddesses. Okay, so yeah. This is a Russell Dodderman cover. So I'm getting all of my piles together. You know, Fall of the House of X, Rise of the Powers of 10. And if I get a little bit more coin, I might just get the omnibus to put on my bookshelf. Okay, but comics go in their boxes. All right, next one up is Fall of the House of X, #2. Let me remember to put that in there, #2. Okay, Fall of the House of X, #2. This is Emilio Liso variant. And this is also a 1 in 25. So they had to get 25 of the cover A of Fall of the House of X2 to get this one per shop. I always thought about, being able to run a shop, but I don't think that it'll be cost effective to do so. And most of these comic shops are like folding like mad. So I figure I'll try to see if I could actually get a job working in a comic shop and see how it is before I decide if I want to do something like that. Because the only thing about that is this hobby is an expensive one. So you have to either jump in and with both feet and hope that you'll be successful, or you'll just have to work your way up into it. Because, yeah, that's pretty much on my bucket list, to be a comic dealer and to have a comic book shop of my own. So y'all heard it here first. There will be a Star Dancers comics shop. All right, next one up. Fall of the House of X4. With the Lorna cover. With her taking a break. Let's see, this is the Mahmoud Asrar variant. And this is also a 1 in 25. So yeah, I've already explained to you twice what 1 in 25 means, so I don't think I'm going to repeat myself anymore. But this is the 1 in 25. Polaris. Taking a coffee break in her outfit. Okay. Now we had Fall of the House of X. Now we got Rise of the Powers of 10. This is Rise of the Powers of 10 #2. This is a Logan Lubera variant. Logan Lubera. 1 in 25. Ain't that is real cute. Okay, and then of course, you can see his signature there. Because that's how you can identify most covers. If you're not already familiar with the artist, you look for the markings. You look for the markings and the signatures. But then again, some artists are very distinctive, like Peach. Like, you know it's a Peach Momoko cover when you see it. Because nobody does covers like she does. Okay. This one here. Rise of the Powers of 10. Number 4. Chad Hardin variant. 1 in 25. Yep, because here it is right there. That's his thing there. And then they have Israel Silva. So they must have helped with the cover. But this is a Chad Hardin variant. With Rasputin number 4. I liked her. That's a shame they had to chuck her character when they chucked Krakoa. I really liked that one. She could have stuck around. We got plenty of time displaced ones. Okay. Alrighty, and this one is the last Marvel in the pile. Rise of the Powers of 10, number 5. Mahmoud Asar variant. Yep. Mahmoud Asrar. I hope that's how his name is pronounced. I don't want to disrespect nobody with a difficult name, because I have one, and I don't like it when people mispronounce it after I tell them the proper way to pronounce it. So yeah. Okay, so that's the last of the Marvels in this unknown pile. And then, of course, my one Boom. Okay, let me see. Where are you on this list? Ah, there we go. This here is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 103. And this here is cover D. And this is a 1 in 25. I think all of them are like 1 in 25s. The majority of them are 1 in 25s. The Peach Momoko was a 1 in 10. Okay, going by my list here. So, yeah. You had to buy 25 to get this one. This is a virgin cover because it doesn't have the trade dress or the name of the comic or the barcode or nothing. This is a virgin cover. $1.60 that I paid for this. Okay, and then I see what looks like a piece of the packing peanut is in here. So let me rescue that. Let me get that out of there. Ooh. So yeah, like I said, Unknown Comics is the best place. Come on out. Okay, you're not going to come out easy. Of course you won't, because I'm on camera. Alrighty. Okay, alright, so. Alright. And of course, this is the back. I think I'm going to have to invest in some top loaders because even the back of the comic is pretty. So, yep. This is, let's see, they said incentive, 25 copy incentive. So this is their version of the 1 in 25. And I believe Murakami. Wait, come here. All right. Well, actually, let's look and see who the actual artist was for this cover. So let's take a quick look. Yeah, Reiko Murakami is the one who did this variant cover. Okay, and this is the virgin version of it. So Reiko Murakami. So, because they're kind enough to put the name of the artist on their comics. So if Marvel could just do that, that would be real cool. Because DC puts the name of the artist on the cover as well. So that, of course, is my haul from Unknown Comics Like I said, it's the best place to get your variants and get retail exclusives. You just gotta wait a little bit for it. Just gotta wait a little bit for it. So I'm gonna log these in to my comic book app. I use a certain comic book app that I now my my menopause brain, it won't let me do it, but I'll put it in my caption. I'll put it in my description. But I'll log them into my comics app. It's where I keep everything organized, and that's how I know how many comics I have, which is well over 4,000 comics at this point. So I'll put these in, and then I'll put them in their respective boxes. So, buy the comics, read the comics. Don't spend your rent money on comics, because I didn't. I did not spend my rent money on comics, honey. And of course, if you hit the sales, if I remember next time, I will give y'all a heads up on where to go to get the good comics for undercover. Then you'll be like me. You'll stay in your comic book budget. So, I bid you adieu this great day. Great day for Black women only. And for women comic heads like myself. And, yeah. Admiral Burnham says great day as well.